Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to the My Crazy Dad podcast, season 2, episode 11.
What up, everybody? TGIF, mofos!
So,
Sorry.
this is take number 2.
Take number 2. I got too graphic in the last one. My
Yeah.
apologies.
So we can't necessarily go over the same stuff we went over. So I'll ask you some different questions.
Okay.
We
We were on a roll till I effed it up.
Yeah.
It was
pretty
going to be a
much.
good episode.
It was actually pretty funny. Gosh, what was the question? Oh, okay. I've asked you this before, but maybe you've changed your mind. If you could pick, if you could bet on an animal to win, would you rather bet on a silverback gorilla or a grizzly bear?
Silverback gorilla.
You think you'd win the fight?
Absolutely.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yes.
You still don't think the bear with the
No.
claws would win?
I'm always going with the silverback
Why?
because they're bad MFers, man.
I love the video. There's a video on my phone of a gorilla jumping on a tire in a zoo and he's just swinging. I'll try to find it after the show.
Gorillas are quicker than grizzlies.
Yeah, but you got to think those claws are like this big. Like if that thing touched the gorilla and
Oh, I mean, it'd probably be a close battle, but in the end, I'd have to go with the silverback.
I guess a silverback does, dude. Why the hell are we the apex predator and not a silverback gorilla? Those things are 1,500 pounds.
Well, you know, there's
Well,
those
probably
movies,
not
Planet
that
of
big.
the Apes.
Yeah, but dude, those things are huge. And I can just imagine, if they act like a human, if they could ever act like humans, oh my god, dude.
Their uppercuts would take a head
Yeah,
off.
dude, that's what I'm saying. They'd, walk up to you, Ryan Garcia us, and just boom!
Yeah.
I'd be like, see ya.
Night night. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo.
Dude, I'm just thinking about, a silverback just running up and just punching somebody.
Yeah,
That would
and
hurt. Their fists are huge,
there's
too.
no chance in hell you can be able to turn around and outrun its ass either.
No, because they got all four.
Yes.
Dude, oh, man.
We forgot how to use all fours a long time ago.
See, I still feel deep in my mind, if a grizzly got one slice, dude, that's it.
Well, there's been a lot of humans they haven't won against grizzlies, but they've survived.
Right.
And it takes quite a few of those gouges to get rid of you.
But, if it gets deep, probably not. If it gets you right on the side and, goes through your ribs and,
Yeah, takes out a lung.
Yeah, that would be rough, man. You'd probably die instantly.
Yeah, but them gorillas, they got some kind of claws too.
Yeah. Dude, have you, I can just imagine. They're huge, dude. They got abs, they got pecs. Imagine just
Dudes are
boom!
more jacked than the Rock.
Getting, a punch right in the stomach. Die like Houdini did.
Body blow.
Is that how Houdini died? A punch in the stomach? Right?
I thought he drowned in one of his.
What?
Didn't he drown in one of his?
I don't know.
I think one of his magic things went wrong.
Hold on. I think it was a magic thing, but hold on. Let me just search it up.
You're thinking of the dude that took the cannonballs to the belly.
No. He got punched. How did Houdini die?
He drowned.
Ruptured appendix.
What?
Yeah. He got punched in the stomach and it ruptured his appendix.
I always thought he drowned. All right, my bad. I stand corrected. He was a little bitch, couldn't take a stomach punch.
Oh yeah, he's a little dude. That would have to be a mean punch if it ruptures your
Damn sure
appendix.
he pissed somebody off.
Dude, look at those things. Imagine getting punched in the face by one of those.
I'm
Dude.
good.
Oh my god. Look at that, dude.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That thing would saw somebody up.
Not just a punch, but a kick.
Oh man, dude.
Imagine if those things knew karate.
I kind of want to watch a video of a gorilla fighting something. Dude, have you seen the way they throw things too? They just run up and not even looking at the thing. They just grab it and chuck it.
Those things will kill their own kids too if they piss them off. That's
Mama,
what
mama,
separate.
milk.
That's what separates us from them.
Yeah.
Some of us,
Yeah. Not
most of us.
What's that girl's name? That killed their daughter.
Casey Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, murdering bitch.
Well, supposed murder.
Yeah.
Because she didn't get
Same
found
with
guilty.
OJ.
I just love that prank video that he did though, where he like the girl did like a interview with him, and they like zoomed the camera in, and he's like, and I was like, okay,
OJ did that?
yeah, as
That's
a joke,
fucking disgusting.
dude.
He has
How-
no room. He has no right to be humorous about killing somebody.
Well, if he was found guilty, then
Yeah.
he believes that he didn't do it.
If the glove don't fit, you must acquit my ass.
I think we talked about this on the show before. Like leather, like as it gets unfrozen and refrozen, it shrinks.
It shrinks. And then he had the glove on his hand.
Yeah, like how, dude? It's his DNA in the glove. Or did they not test for DNA?
Oh, I would imagine. I don't know.
Because
that
like,
whole thing was a sham.
dude, literally though, like I think about it, I'm like, if they think that was his glove, why didn't they test for
He
DNA?
should have been on that show, How to Get Away with Murder.
And B, like, why didn't they just have his normal hand go into the glove
Oh,
if
I
they
don't know.
think that it was his?
You know what gets me is that whole Steve Avery and Brendan Dassey thing.
Is that the How to Get Away with Murder one?
Yeah. I mean,
I didn't watch that show.
oh my God, there's no way the two of them did it. Absolutely no way. There's
They have special
no
needs,
blood
right?
evidence in his room. Supposedly slit this gal's throat, and there's no trace of her blood in his room or anything.
They're the special needs ones, right?
The nephew is. He's not.
Gotcha. Shoot, what were we talking
And
about?
I mean,
a silverback.
unfortunately, there's a shit ton of people that are in jail that shouldn't be, that are innocent, but
Bill Cosby. Why isn't he in jail? Didn't he get released for?
Yeah, because of his health. Let the fucker die in jail.
He was found guilty for raping girls, right?
Yeah,
Was it rape?
drugging him and raping him.
That's what he got charged for?
And the other one that should be in jail for that is Cardi B.
Well, no victim has stood forward. I know she admitted, but if
Well,
no
that's
one
enough
stepped,
evidence right
well,
there.
no, because no one stepped forward and said that I was one of those guys.
No, well, they probably don't know.
That's what I say, because my friends always defend her by saying no one stepped forward, and I go, how do they know? But then I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, just no one stepped forward and said anything, so they can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Like, if there's no evidence, you can't arrest anybody. Yeah, going back to the gorilla dude, just imagine that thing. Whenever I watch them, they just ragdoll and throw stuff. They
Oh,
grab
yeah.
them by the wrist and just chuck them.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, holy shit.
You
If
want,
I saw
you
one of
want
those
that
things-
banana, get it yourself.
Yeah, dude, if I saw one of those things, like, right in front of me, I'd literally, like, snap my own neck. I'd be like, see ya.
Well, every time we go to Busch Gardens, I'm always afraid that damn thing's going to punch on the glass and break on through and whoop my ass.
Dude, those ones are cool, though. They chill by the
Yeah.
wall, and they're, like, eating
Yeah.
their finger.
I love the kangaroos there.
Yeah.
They're always drugged
Stoned.
up, just laid out,
Yeah.
because that's what kangaroos do all day. One of my favorite videos is where the kangaroo has that dude's dog,
Yeah,
and
the
he
dude
goes
just
running
comes.
out and then punches him,
And the
the kangaroo's
kangaroo-
like, what the hell,
Yeah,
man?
the kangaroo's just like, it freezes and just stands there. Dude, that video is funny. The dog's like fighting the kangaroo. The dude just comes out, wha bam.
That's something I'd always wanted to do, punch a kangaroo.
It's like that movie, Kangaroo Jack or whatever. It
Yes.
is, the fighting kangaroo.
Yeah.
We had this South African teacher. Well, I can't say his name because he's still alive, so I don't know.
Great guy. Met him a couple times.
Yeah, he's funny.
As far as teachers go, probably one of the best ones Austin ever had,
Yeah,
and he's in a good example for how teaching should be done.
right. He was fun, but he'd become serious at certain times.
Yes.
Or like he was serious, but he wasn't like. You get what I'm saying, and
Oh,
they
yeah.
probably do too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. He's just laid back, but still was serious. There, I guess.
And
that's the
he'd
way
listen
say
to
it.
you guys too.
Yeah, and he helped us. Like
Yeah,
he
I
offered
mean,
me a
there's-
job, but then we moved here.
There's a lot
So
of
that wasn't-
teachers that it's their way or the highway, and they don't want to hear a damn thing a kid has to say,
Yeah.
which is a shame. You need to listen to the kids, just like a parent. Listen to your kids.
Anyhow, this guy's a badass. He's like 50 something. Grew up in South Africa, and if you don't know, South Africa is a country, and they sound like Australian people. I guess that's the best way.
I always thought he was Australian.
Yeah. So anyhow, we used to go and like he looks like Tarzan, and he's white, so I don't think it could really be racist. Like he's just built like someone that grew up around gorillas,
Yeah.
and he's jacked at 50 something. So we used to play Tarzan on his screen before he got into class, and he'd always come in and laugh at it. We played that kangaroo one, and he's like dying laughing watching it because he's watching this kangaroo just sauce this guy up in the ring. But yeah, it was always so fun. And going back to the pencil thing, we used to sit there. Did I talk about this on the show?
No, it was just me throwing.
Yeah, so you can fold a Post-it note in like a dart looking thing, and if you put it between your fingers and go like that and flick up, it gets stuck in the ceiling. So me and my
A
friend,
Post-it note.
yeah, like the little things.
Yeah.
So me and my friend used to be in class, just in his class, just going, boom, sticking them in the ceiling, or we'd take a pencil and launch it into the ceiling because it had like the tile ceiling.
Yes.
And
It has to be the tiles.
at the end of class, he'd always yell at us to clean them up because you just see like 15 darts across the top of us. He'd like ask us where they came from. We're like, I don't know. Must have been the class before.
I shot him out my ass, sir.
Because he would never see us. He'd be talking about something in economics, and I'd just be there, whoosh, sticking them in the ceiling.
Wonder where he got that from.
Dude, that was always fun though. And they would like stick. Like you'd have to like take a yardstick and like boom, boom, smack them. Because they'd go like this deep into the ceiling.
Nice.
But yeah. What's your first story you got for us?
We had these neighbors, and I'm not sure what they did, but they always had some decent money and stuff. And this one summer, he asked your Uncle Pat if he'd help do some haying.
Mm-hmm.
And so Pat said yeah, and the guy, said he'd pay Pat for helping him out and stuff. And excuse me. me. Okay, I'm back. And when it came time to pay him, he refused to pay your Uncle Pat. And I mean, Pat put in several days helping this man, put his hay up and everything else, because they didn't have fields to hay like we did, but he purchased the hay, and they'd come in and they'd drop it off by their farm, by their barn. They had horses.
Right.
And it was just a couple horses. And Pat kept asking him for his money and asking him for his money. And the dude, that's the type of guy he was, Great, outstanding neighbor, offered to pay somebody, and when it came time, he didn't. And we'd been in their house before because we were somewhat friends with their boys. And guy had, silver dollars, like the old Morgan silver dollars
story.
and stuff laying around all over the place and everything. And yeah, I took a little while and I did some recognizance work, and I found out where they kept the key to their house. And I started learning their schedule. This all comes back from my wheeling, dealing, and stealing days. I was 14 or 15 at this time, so I mean, I've been doing it for 6-7 years, and if not more. And so this one day they were gone, and I told Pat, I'm like, listen, Pat, I said, I can get you your money he owes you. And he's like, well, how? I said, well, I know where they have the key. Hide the key, and we can go in. And, he's got all these coins laying around. And, this is the kind of respectable thief I was. We went in, and we only took what he owed Pat.
Right.
We didn't take anything else, didn't take any more. It's just what he owed Pat. And I mean, there's no way he ever would have noticed. And I told your uncle, I'm like, whatever you do, don't spend them anywhere, because I'm pretty sure we didn't know back then what a Morgan silver dollar was and everything, but I could tell that they had some kind of different value. And I'm like, these are notable coins. Do not spend them anywhere. And I think it's about like a week went by, and we'd gotten away with it, and all of a sudden the neighbors are coming over to talk to us and talk to Mom and Dad, and I'm like, well, what the hell's going on? And come to find out, your Uncle Pat had taken a couple of his silver dollars and gone to the yard sale across the street and spent them there at the yard sale.
Yeah.
And the neighbor happened to know that, the what's-her-names had these special coins and shit, and got talking to them, and they got to looking at that point and noticed that there was possibly some missing. And so here they come over, and we got our asses beat again. We would have gotten away with it if it hadn't been for your uncle's stupidity then.
Then buying stuff with it?
Yeah, buying $1, $2 something at the freaking yard sale.
Sorry, everybody that's watching the video thing. I was checking in for my flight.
And I don't condone thievery and stealing, anymore. Back then I did. But
it was just payback.
Yeah, back once again, the guy did a gentleman's handshake with my brother and decided to fuck him over, and so retribution, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still about retribution. You fuck with my family, I'm gonna hurt you.
Jeez,
I'll figure out how to get back at you.
You are not in the Irish mob.
No, but I could have been.
Dude, I can only imagine. I don't know. See, I really wish I was born in a different time. Like, if I could see, like, the Italian gangsters in New York and Chicago. Oh, man.
Dude, one of the best movies to watch is Gangs of New York.
I haven't seen that.
I think pretty sure Leonardo's in it.
Well, it's like The Departed.
Yeah.
That one was cool, dude.
Yes.
The ending was like, what?
Yes. That
No
was a messed
spoilers.
up ending.
Actually, you know what? The movie's been out for like 12 years. Probably more than that.
If you
15.
haven't watched it now, you deserve to learn how it ends.
Dude, the way that they kill each other.
Yeah.
And then Mark, just the guy that gets fired or quit, just comes back and he's like, what's up, bitch? Boom.
Yeah.
Right in the face. I was like, what?
See ya, Matt Damon.
I was
and
like,
Meffer.
bro. So everybody that was in that movie died except for Mark.
Yes. Born Supremacy, my ass.
Like, oh, man. I don't even know. I just find that movie crazy. Another good one is Uncut Gems. We won't spoil that one because that came out like 2 years ago, but that one's good with Adam Sandler.
That was all right.
But I'm just thinking of like gangster movies. I've seen The Departed. The Irishman was really good.
Untouchables was good.
Yeah. I don't know if it was really good. It's like an old classic though.
You and the shootout on the bridge.
Dude, that scene is so cheesy. They're all sitting there with Tommy guns. And I get the Tommy gun wasn't the most accurate thing, but they're sitting there.
But somebody's got to hit something eventually,
Yeah.
and they weren't.
And all the bullets are like bouncing like right beside them.
I mean, they certainly effed up Bonnie and Clyde with them.
And then they rolled up on the guy that was dead in the house, and they're like asking him questions like, dude, you know he's dead. And they're like, what are you doing here?
Yes.
And they like check the pulse even. I don't even know if I remember the scene right.
Well, I think they had to pretend he was alive for somebody that was with them.
Oh,
I
I don't know.
is
I gotta
how it went.
rewatch that movie. That one was sad though, cause one of the main guys died pretty early on, right?
Yeah, Sean Connery.
Yeah, he was like the tall one, right?
Yes.
Um,
He was the bald Irish guy.
yes, he did die pretty early on.
Yes.
And that movie came out in like the 70s, right? Sean
80s
Connery's old.
probably.
Yeah.
Sean Connery's dead now.
Yeah, I would imagine. Because there's like
My namesake.
when we were sitting in, oh, true. Oh, yeah, he was pretty Irish, huh? Sean.
Yes.
Sean, spelled the same way. But, when we were in the movie theater for Conjuring 3, there was another, like, scary movie playing. Or, like, a trailer. I forget what it was called, but it was about this girl, like, going back in time. And the theater she walked into said, like, Sean Connery. And I was like, this man was alive in, like, the 20s? Whatever it was like the 40s, maybe. I don't know. It was way back then. Trying to think. What other gangster movies have we watched? Oh, I haven't watched The Godfather. Everyone swears that's, like, the best movie ever made, though.
I like The Warriors.
Well, that's like a gang. I'm talking about like old Italian Irish gangsters.
Oh.
I still got to rewatch that now that I'm older.
What?
The Warriors.
The Warriors?
Yeah.
Come out and play. Warriors. Come out and play.
But yeah, I used to play. I think you had it on the PSP or the PS2.
Yes.
But I used to play that game.
Yep.
And I had no clue what was going on. I was like 6, maybe not even, running around. The guy with the afro and the bat just go bam, bam.
Whooping ass with the bat.
Yeah. I don't know. There's not too many movies. Scarface. That was such a long movie.
Another good old one is The Outsiders. That's a good one. It's got Tom Cruise and Patrick Swayze and a bunch of young.
Whenever you think
that
of
was
Tom
one of the
Cruise,
movies
I
that-
just automatically think of The Last
Matt
Samurai.
Dillon was in it. Last Samurai is a badass movie.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, let's get into your second story. I don't want to make this one too long.
All right, we're going back to the library.
We've had like 4 different things.
Study hall in the library. Well, one of the things we used to like to do and was back in my day, you could buy these cannons that worked off of the cap guns.
Yeah.
Only the plastic ones, and we'd take those in, and we'd take water guns in, and we'd like have fake wars with the cannons and the water pistols. And eventually, you know, like I said, I think we went through like 2 or 3 librarians that one year, just 2 days of study hall a week, you know, and we were just playing holy hell on them. Because I wasn't the only one that raised hell. I mean, I had some friends that raised hell. And she'd finally get upset with us, and she'd come and want to grab the shit out of our hands. And, yeah, goddamn, I wish I could remember what her name was. Because I'm sure she's dead by now. But we'd be like, whatever, miss, and we'd shove the shit down the front of our pants, and we'd like, you want it bad enough? Why don't you come and get it, bitch? You know?
Oh my god.
And we'd get up and we'd run around the library, and she'd be chasing us. And one time she grabbed my belt loop and broke my belt loop trying to catch my big ass and shit. And I'm like, well, what are you gonna do if you catch me? You really gonna go for it? You know?
So what would you do? Would you shoot the water guns at each other? Or would you just like?
Oh, and no, we were shooting them at each other, and you know, we'd make like we were shooting the cannonballs at each other and shit. And I mean, the cannons, they were pretty freaking loud, and they'd actually let out a little puff of smoke, and we'd get the library all gunpowder smoking and shit, and people come in thinking the library was on fire or something, and there'd be little wafts of sulfur smoke and gunpowder smoke lingering around and shit.
I would love to be in like a mall or something, and like there's just a bunch of people, and I'd love to take a water gun and just like spray it, and so it just launches over like everybody, and they're like, "Where's that coming from?"
Hell yeah.
That would be so funny.
Or sit up top, looking down, squirting it down.
Yeah.
I'd like to take a hose
Oh my god.
Hey.
I don't want to soak them that bad.
Oh, if you're going to soak them, soak them.
Just
Get some wet t-shirt contests going on.
Did you take 2 stories or 1?
Huh?
Did you tell 2 stories or 1?
I've told 2.
What was the first one again? Oh, the silver coins.
The silver coins, yes.
Yeah, I remember.
Now, I also failed 8th grade Spanish with a 32.
What?
Well, it goes back to, the
Hating
hormones
school.
running rampant and puberty and shit. And we had this fine-looking Spanish teacher.
Oh my god, here we go.
I mean, she was, and she, she'd have her shirt unbuttoned to like down here, and you're always like, I'm gonna say her name.
So then she'd come over and like bend over your desk.
Yeah, it's like, Mrs. Oza. Can you come help me with this? And she, first she'd say, well, you need to ask me in Spanish.
Mm.
And I'm like, well, that's why I need your help. I can't. So she'd come over and she'd bend over and it's like looking. And I mean, I swear to Christ, she did it on purpose, because you look up and all of a sudden all you see are these nice coconuts. And, when it's like, thank God she ain't asking me to get up and go do something on the board.
Oh my word.
Because I knew why it was lifting the desk up at that point.
What the hell, dude?
But, hey, when you got prepubescent teen boys, button that shit up.
I mean, it's a little weird to say, but I mean, it is prepubescent teens.
Yeah. I used to sit there daydream about going into her class and it was just me and she'd be like, Sean.
Oh, no, we don't need to get this context, dude. Just stop talking. I was going to agree with you and be like,
Come here,
I've
big
had
boy.
some good-looking teachers, but, oh, man, dude. That is so weird.
Ustedes, ¿cómo se llama?
Okay, stop it. Nope, stop.
Me llamo
Just stop,
Juan.
dude. I'm gonna mute your mic. I don't know. Is there anything else to talk about?
Well, everybody, it's Friday. Hope you had a good week. Hope you have an even better weekend.
Father's Day Sunday.
Smith Pools, still our only sponsor. Keeping it real.
Keeping it real.
Keeping your pools clean. Keeping the ooh in your pool and the ah in your spa.
Yep.
Yes. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there that are watching our program. We appreciate everybody still sticking with us.
We're not a program.
Yeah,
This
well,
isn't
it kind of is.
1983
Yeah,
TV.
it can be like a program. Even though we don't have a script.
Oh, dude, I just always think about that guy on like the talk show that was saying like watching video games is a waste of time. And then some guy clapped back at him. That's a streamer and makes millions of dollars a year. Claps back and was like, funny because we don't need to have one of these. And it was the applause on or off.
Yes.
Oh, I hate
Speaking
those
of talk shows, Stephen Colbert, you can suck my ass.
Is that who it is?
I don't know. I just can't stand him.
Which one?
Stephen Colbert.
Let me see if that's the guy that I'm thinking of.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Stephen Colbert. Yes, that's who I'm talking about.
Is it? Oh, you can
Wait, maybe
double
not.
suck my ass.
Maybe not. Maybe not. No, it's not him. He's one of those awful ones, though. I just hate the late night shows.
Yeah, not a fan of him anymore either.
They're so boring, but literally they like shit talk for no reason. It's like, dude, you're supposed to be like having fun and stuff, not like applauding or what is that? Appeasing.
Yes.
Appeasing, like,
You're supposed to be appeasing everybody.
right, and having fun.
Yes.
Not just like If you watch video games, you're wasting time.
Yes.
Talk show host, sing video games.
Do your interviews. Tell some jokes. Keep your opinion to yourself.
Bill Mayer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude, what a douchebag.
He can suck a high hard one, too.
What a douche, man. He has such a punchable face. Look at that shit.
Oh, I know.
If I was a silverback, dude, if I saw him, oh, man.
Yes.
I don't know. He's just got such a punchable face, dude. If he pushed me or accidentally bumped into me, I'd say that's aggravated assault, bitch. Boom!
Hell yeah.
Dude, I'd get
lay his
so
ass the
pissed.
fuck out, man.
There's some people that I really don't like. I don't hate anybody, but I really do not like people. He's definitely one of them.
I hate Aardvark still.
Oh, yeah. Dude, that is the... I can't wait to get there. Those are some funny stories, man. I still remember that. Gosh, I don't
I mean,
remember
this
a lot.
guy, middle of winter time up in Maine, and he's out hosing off his driveway. That's the kind of intelligence he had.
Dude, you guys used to get so into it so often. She was always so funny. And his kid. I hated his kid.
Oh, my God.
He was like my age. Dude, I don't even remember anything about that, though. I just remember I said I've never hated anybody, but I really disliked his kid.
Yes.
Didn't I, like, punch him one time?
He tried to start shit with you, and he kicked at you, and you kicked him back. And then he went and told his dad that you kicked him, and that's when he kicked in our front door.
Oh, yeah, on Zach, right?
Yes.
Poor guy. Dude, crazy motherfuckers in that place, dude.
The neighbors heard me screaming at this motherfucker.
The upstairs ones?
No, up the road neighbors.
Oh. What are you screaming? Like, if you break into this house?
Get the fuck off my porch, you piece of shit, before I beat your ass.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
And the cops wanted to arrest me because I belly bucked them off my porch.
You belly bumped him? That's it?
Because he wouldn't swing at me. I wasn't going to take the first punch.
Right.
So I belly bucked him off the porch.
Belly bump.
Belly bumped. And the police are like, well, you realize you could go to jail, too, if we arrest him.
Why? That's your property.
Well, I'm like, he kicked in my door and sent my kid across the living room.
Yeah, and it's your property.
But because I touched him belly to belly, and well, that could be considered assault, too.
How? He's on your property. Oh, man. People piss me off. That's what I was
saying. I'm like, listen, he's on my property. I was telling him to get off. He wouldn't. You guys were taking your sweet-ass time getting here.
Yeah. Did Mom call the cops, or did you?
I believe your mom did.
Dude, that place is crazy.
That place was janky.
And it keeps getting even more janky as time goes on. The places we've lived, man, I don't even know.
They're not as bad as some of the places I've lived.
That's for sure. But, I don't know. Whenever I think of my childhood, I'm like, dude, what the hell? I don't remember much, but I'm like, dude, how did any of this, like, how is this shit real? Like, I think about that. I'm like, how is this even a real thing?
Because you're growing up Madigan.
Yeah, dude, literally. I always think about that. I'm like, no shot, this shit was real. But
shit, man.
I just don't remember much about that place.
Your uncle that likes to be first to view him, he grew up in some hellacious places too, man.
That likes to be what?
Be first to watch our videos.
Oh, dude, maybe
Steve.
it is just a Madigan thing.
I'm telling you,
man.
But you know what? You and your siblings turned out all right, man.
Yeah, probably because we're normal at least.
And with my growing up, your Uncle Pat and I turned out okay.
Yeah, the other two, not so much.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say that. They have different opinions and different views, but
No, there's some weird people, dude.
well, yes,
You don't write a book describing
I know.
that type of thing. That's just weird, man.
Well, there's other people that have too, so
And they're weirdos.
yeah.
If you, we'll talk about it after. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's gonna be it for this episode. We're 35 minutes in.
Oh yeah, time to go.
So, yeah, I'll be back Monday, and we're gonna film it Monday because when I get back Sunday, it's gonna be late.
Yeah,
Late.
yeah. Gonna miss Father's Day with me.
No, I'll spend the next
Most
4
of
hours
it.
with you.
The last
Or
4
3.
hours of it. Ooh,
The last 3.
last 3 hours. I don't matter anymore.
Oh yeah, totally. But yeah, we're gonna end the episode here, everybody.
All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Like I said, if you're a dad, have a great Father's Day. Enjoy the time with your kid. I won't.
Your kid, if you have
Or your
kids.
kids. All right, love y'all. Peace out. Homies and homies!